Hey, my loves, let's talk about honesty. What does honesty look like? And why is it important to have honesty? Why is it important to be a person that walk with honesty, that walk with integrity? Integrity. You guys know I'm so silly, but what I'm trying to say is, why is it so important to be a person that carries honesty, that carries respect, that carries integrity? Integrity, integrity, integrity. What? Integrity, integrity, integrity. Why is it so important to be a person that had those three qualities? Qualities. You guys know I'm so silly. You guys know I just be with the jokes. Like I got to crack a joke every now and then in the video. I just want to make sure I got your attention. So now that I got your attention, what I want to say is, the reason why it's important to carry yourself with honesty is because what? Okay, all right. Enough with the jokes. So the reason why it's so important to have honesty is so you can learn what you as an individual, not as a team, I said as an individual, what you need to grow in. Because when you can be honest with yourself, you can begin to realize the things that you need to work on as a person. You can begin to see yourself in the light that God sees you. Because if you're not honest with yourself, you wouldn't possibly know how to be honest with other people. You wouldn't possibly know how to receive honest. You want to know if a person is honest with you, then it begins with you. You got to be honest with you. So when you're honest with you, you can begin to see the things that you need to work on as an individual. You begin to see the things that you need to change. You begin to see the people that you need to let go, meaning cut them off. Just let them go. You also begin to see where you need to work. You can also begin to see where you need to go and where you shouldn't go. But when you're not honest with yourself, it's hard to see those things because it's like your judgment is so cloudy. You can't even tell if the people that are in your life is for you. You can't even tell if you're working at the right job, because it all starts with honesty. Matter of fact, you won't even know if you're living in the right town, the right state. You know what I'm saying? You won't even know what you're doing, because all you telling yourself is fairy tales. You telling yourself, oh, it's all right, I'm fine, and it's okay. But when you're not fine, it's okay to express, hey. It's okay to look in that mirror and say, hey, self, today I'm not feeling like myself. Today I'm depressed, or today I'm happy, I'm jolly, or today I just want to be alone, or today I just want to be under my loved ones. I need some love. I need somebody to hug me. I need somebody to pour into me. Or today, I just need to go out and figure out what it is about me that I can't see. You have to be honest with yourself, because when you're honest with yourself, you can see yourself the way that you need to see yourself, not the picture that you paint of yourself, not the fairy tale that you present in front of people, or you keep telling those stories to yourself. I'm talking about you begin to see who is for you. You begin to see what you need to work on, and you begin to see the inner version of you. You begin to, because what's in you, it got to come out. And the only way for it to come out, you got to be honest. You got to say, hey, I'm feeling this way. What is the way? What is that noun? What is that adjective that you're feeling? Well, person, place, or thing. That noun. So that thing is, okay, I'm happy. That's my noun. But I'm talking about the adjective, which is the active verb. You know what I'm saying? Because the noun is a person, place, a thing. The adjective is the active verb. So what active verb What are you doing? What are you doing to try to figure out what it is that you need to be honest with? What are you doing? That's your adjective. Your noun is a person, place, or thing. What is that thing that draws you to do such a thing? So say, for example, you may be a person, for example, I eat Takis, right? And we all know, well, you might not know, but you know now because I'm going to tell you. I eat Takis. I'm fully in known that I'm not supposed to be eating Takis, because every time I eat Takis, see, I'm being honest, it starts with you. Every time I eat Takis, my stomach hurts. It may not hurt the same day, but I'll wake up with a stomach ache and I'm like, oh my gosh, my stomach. What did I just do? But when I'm eating, I'm not thinking about my stomach gonna ache. I'm thinking about how good it is. I'm thinking about, okay, I love these Takis, man. I know I ain't supposed to eat them. I'm fully aware that the doctor said you're not supposed to be eating these. I'm fully aware that if I keep eating these, my stomach is going to keep hurting. I'm fully aware of that. But yet, I love these Takis. And when you can be honest with yourself, you begin to know the root of the problem. See, a lot of things need to be changed, but how can you change it if you don't know the root of it? See, my root of eating Takis or eating hot stuff in that matter is because I love it. I just like the way it tastes in my mouth. I'm just gonna be honest. I love it. I like, cause baby, the truth gonna set you free. I love it. I like the way the Takis taste in my mouth. They're good. Every time I eat it, I feel the satisfaction. And I know I ain't supposed to be eating it, but I love to eat them. Right? So what is causing me to eat Takis? Well, what's causing me to eat it is because I like the way it tastes. Right? It's good. It's not good for me, but it's good to me. Did you catch that? See, some things you will think that is good for you is not good to you. So a lot of things we like that are not good for, like I told you, I like these Takis. They're not good for me, but to me it's good, but for me it's not for me. It's not what I'm supposed to be taking in. So you have to figure out what it is that's causing you to do a thing. What is that noun? What is that adjective? What are you doing? Your noun is what is that thing? What is that place? What is it? You get what I'm saying? So, because once you can figure out the noun, you can figure out the adjective, right? So once you can figure out the noun and adjective, you can get your verb, because you can't get your verb without the noun or adjective, right? So once you get your noun, your adjective, you can figure, okay, this is what I need to change about myself. Like, okay, for example, I told you about my Takis. I'm eating them. I ain't supposed to be eating them, right? What it is you taking in that you're not supposed to be taking in, right? What it is that you are consuming that you're not supposed to be consuming. What are you doing? What are you listening to that you're not supposed to be listening to, right? What are you watching that you're not supposed to be watching, right? What are you taking in that you're not supposed to be taking in, right? Who are you hanging around that you're not supposed to be hanging around, right? What are some things you need to let go but you're not letting go of, right? So it begins with all those questions, right? And what are some things that bring you happiness, and what are some things that make you depressed? You got to be able to answer those self-questions, self-notes, because if you can't answer those self-questions, self-notes, how can you possibly begin to know what you need to change, right? How can you be honest with yourself if you don't even know where to start? All right? So you're like, okay, how can I be honest if I don't know where to start? Well, first of all, you got to figure out the noun. Because once you can figure out the noun is the person, place, a thing. Once you can figure out the person, place, a thing, well, there may be a thing, well, there may be a place, or well, there may be a person. What person, place, or thing is causing you to get out of character, or what person, place, or thing is bringing you more happiness? Because everything that brings you happiness doesn't mean that it's necessarily good for you. Like I just told you. Those Takis, baby, I'm going to be honest, it brings me happiness, but it doesn't mean that it's good for me, right? Why does it bring me happiness? Because I like the way it tastes. It's good. It's good to me, right? But it's not good for me, right? A lot of things that are good for you is not good to you, and a lot of things that are good to you is not good for you. It's the other way around. So now I can figure out that now you can figure out the adjective. And I know it sounds like I'm being very repetitive in this video. It sounds like I'm repeating myself, but I'm not repeating myself. I'm just trying to get you to the point where you understand is when you can figure out your noun, you can figure out your adjective. Once you can figure out your noun and adjective, you can figure out the verb. Once you can figure out the verb, right? Once you can figure out all three of those things, you can figure out the fourth thing. What is the fourth thing, Masha? Well, the fourth thing is, what is it that you need to stop doing, or what is it you need to increase in, and what is it you need to decrease in? So the increase is, what can you do to make it better, right? So I'm gonna use my testimony for example. I used to eat Takis every single day of the week. I didn't care. I wanted Takis. I would use my last dime to get these Takis. I would use my last dime to go and buy these Takis. No, I ain't supposed to have them. I use my last dime, and I could use that last dime to go get me some paper for school, or go get me some cards, or go get me some pens for school, or go get me some pencils, or go get me anything that I needed. But instead of getting what I needed, I want to put my money in those Takis, because I used to be that addicted to them that I used to eat them every single day. So I went from eating them every single day to eating them one time a week, right? But before I got to that one time a week, I went down from every single day till just 2. But before I got to 2, I went to 3. And then I went down from 3 to 2. And then eventually I started doing one time a week. And then I eventually got to a point. Guess what the good news is? Guess what the good news is? Guess what the good news is? You guys know I'm goofy. I got to throw a joke every now and then. All right. So the good news is I finally got to a point where I don't eat them like that. I finally got to a point in my life where I don't need it to make me feel good, right? Because it was one point I was eating those Takis because it made me feel good. It made me feel like, it gave me a satisfaction of, man, this is good, right? So I used to eat them because, like, if I was feeling stressed out, or I was feeling depressed, even if I was feeling happy, I could be so happy, so jolly, I wanted those Takis. I felt like I needed to have them to feel good, right? So what is it you feel like you got to have to feel good, right? So before I get to that, I finally got to a point in my life, I don't need the Takis to feel good. At this point, I just like to have them just to have them. And then I finally got to a point in my life, I was like, you know what, Maja? These Takis really not that good. They making my stomach hurt. They bring me these pains. I get up and feel all these cramps. The doctor's saying don't eat them. So this is what we're going to do. We're not going to eat the Takis like we used to, Maja. What we're going to do is we're going to go a whole year without eating them, right? We're going to go a whole year without eating them, or at least close to a year without eating them. Guess what I did? I told myself, I said, I'm going to go a year without eating these. But instead of getting to a year, I went a couple months, because you got to pace yourself. I went a couple months without eating these Takis. And when I say I felt so good, I began to learn something about myself. I learned that those Takis was that noun that I really didn't need it. But I was using it as an adjective because I was eating it. But I really didn't need the noun, but I was using it as an adjective because that's what I was doing, right? And then I figure out the verb is, wait a minute. I can decrease my problems, but not eat them so much. And now I'm at a point in my life, I walk in the store, I see the Takis. But back then, baby, if I walk in the store and I see those Takis, I'm going to grab them. But now I can walk in the store, and maybe I could want the Takis, but I'm going to think about what it is that I need to get. I'm going to think about what it is I need to get. Okay, I got my list. I figure out, okay, I want the Takis, but I need to get the soap, right? I need to get these soaps for my hygiene products. I need to go get my soap, but I want these Takis, right? So instead of getting the Takis, I go get my soap, right? And I can have money left over, but I leave the Takis alone and I just leave them there. All right, I leave them there. Now, I hardly even eat Takis. I hardly even eat them. I don't really eat them. But when I do eat them, it's not back to back like it used to be. Can I get a praise report? Can I get an amen out there? It's not like it used to be, but back then, baby, I see them Takis, I'm getting them. I don't care if it's my last dime on them, I'm getting them. So the main point of this video is to be honest with yourself. What is that now? Person, place, or thing that you need to let go, or you need to let in. Meaning some things we're letting go of, but we need it in our life. We need to add it to it. Like, for example, I'm gonna use this for example. I'm gonna reach down and get this. All right. Okay. For example, you may be reading a book on fantasy, right? But you need to read something that's gonna pour into your soul, right? You need the Bible, for example, right? You may love fantasy. Ain't nothing wrong with reading that. That's what you like. That's what you like. But don't turn it into an idol, and definitely don't turn it into addiction, because I had a very bad addiction with those Takis, as you can see. But my addiction is not bad as it used to be. Now I don't have to have them. I don't care if I never get them, because it's not addiction no more. It's just something that I like to eat every now and then. So instead of doing that, start pouring into yourself. I got this book. I'm not going to too much show it. I'm just going to wave it around, because we're going to talk about it in another video. But as for this video, and I know it's so long. This is so long. I haven't did a video like this. I mean, I did a video like so long, but I haven't did a video that been this long in a long time. And this video was definitely needed, because it's a lot of people that are afraid to be honest with themselves, because they feel like when they be honest with themselves, they feel like they're going to find out things about themselves that they don't like. Well, baby, you need to find out those things about yourself that you don't like, so you can change those things. You begin to work on those things that you don't like, to make you a better person and to create you and mold you into the person that you're called to be. And the only way you can do that is you got to start with honesty. You got to start with the things that you don't like about yourself, right? You got to look in that mirror and be like, okay, I don't like that. My attitude, I don't like it the way my attitude is. All right, so you don't like your attitude, then start there. Change your attitude. Change the way you talk to people. Change the way you act. Change it, right? Or you look in the mirror, you may be like, I don't like the way I look. Like I feel like I'm ugly, right? You feel like you're ugly, right? Then start taking yourself on dates, right? Start taking yourself on dates. Start dressing up, right? I'm not talking about dressing up as to go clubbing or go do the wrong thing. But if you are that person that's clubbing, I'm not judging you. Hey, if that's what you like, that's what you like. Eventually, you're going to outchange it. Eventually, you're going to outgrow it, right? But take yourself out. I mean, maybe go for a walk in the park. You feel like you're ugly, go for a walk in the park. Dress up, look nice, right? Or you feel like you need to work on your attitude, then change it. Put yourself in therapy. Go to therapy. Or you may feel like, I don't like the way my anger is, then get you a diary and start writing down your thoughts to help you decrease those thoughts, so you can increase positive thoughts. But the only way to get positive thoughts, you gotta detox yourself of the negativity, right? So with this being said, the main message of this video is to be honest with yourself, because when you can be honest with yourself, you can be honest with other people. And you can be honest with other people. You can know when somebody's been honest with you, and you can know when they not with it. They not telling you the truth. They on BS, or like y'all say, they on some BS, or they just playing games. And I'm not here to play games. You'll begin to be able to point the real from the fake. You'll be able to excuse me, I'm talking so fast. That's what happens when you talk so fast. You will begin to recognize who is for you and who is not for you. What is for you and what is not for you. But in order to recognize that, you got to be honest. Like I told you guys, my biggest secret, I was addicted to Takis, right? I was very addicted to Takis. Now I'm not addicted to them. I just like to eat them. But I don't eat them like I used to, because my used to be, I have to have them every single day. And if I didn't have to have them every single day, I had to have them to feel good. I have to have them to just have them. But now I don't have to have them. Right? I don't even have to eat them never again in a day in my life, because I'm not addicted to it. But when you're addicted to something and you're not honest with yourself, you can't see those things because, like I said, your judgment is so cloudy. So start today. Let this day be the day that you change something about yourself. Let this day, February 6th, 2024, right? On a Tuesday, February 6th, 2024, February 6th, 2024. Let this be the day that you start being honest with you. Start being honest about how you feel. Start being honest when you want to be alone. Start being honest when you need love. Start being honest when you need somebody to pour into you. Start being honest about what you like about yourself and what you don't like about yourself. Start being honest about the things that you like and the things that you don't like. Start being honest with the things that you need to let go and the things that you need to keep. Start being honest. Let me say it another way so the people in the background can understand. Start being honest with the things you need to decrease and the things you need. Decrease meaning take away and increase meaning add to. Start being honest with both of those things, and I promise you, you'll begin to see yourself in a new light. You'll begin to see your life get so much better. And if I was talking so fast in this video, guys, forgive me. You guys know I talk fast. You all know that I love to crack a joke here and there. But I haven't did a long video like this in a long time. I feel like this was much needed. It's not just about me, it's about everybody. And I feel like this video was much needed because a lot of people are afraid of being honest with themselves. They're afraid of saying how they feel. And that's because they feel like somebody's going to judge them. So what? They judging you, they judging themselves. They laughing at you, they laughing at themselves. So just be you. Just be honest. That's it. That's all. I love you guys. And like I always say, what, Margie, what is it? If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. And like I always say, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Hit that notification bell, subscribe, comment, like, share. Tell a friend to 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 tell a friend. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your brother, whatever videos you want to see, upcoming videos you want to see, comment down below. Let me know. And the video is going to be coming. But I do got a lot of topics that I want to talk about with you guys. I do got some great things that are coming. And guess what? For you guys that didn't know, I got a Q&A video coming up. My birthday is also coming up. Yeah. My birthday is next week. What day is my birthday? It's next week. We're not going to say what day it is because I'm going to say that for my Q&A video. But my birthday is next month. We're not going to say how old I am. Because if you was watching these videos faithfully, you'll know my age. You'll know my birthday. And you'll know my age. And you'll know my height. I'm not as tall as you think I am, but I'm not as short as you think I am. But we're gonna talk about that in the Q&A video that I have coming up very soon. And I hope you all been having a good 2024. I hope everything been going well. I hope you've been really taking the time to work out on you, meaning do some exercise on you, right? Do some surgery on you. And what I mean by doing surgery on you, I basically mean like what surgery do you need on your life? I mean, I'm not talking about surgery like physical surgery. Go, okay, I'm gonna go get surgery done. I mean, what surgery do you need to get done in your life? I mean, what surgery you need to work on? I mean, when I say what surgery needs to get done in your life is what it is you need to work on in your life, right? What it is, that's that noun. What are you doing? That's that adjective. So we learned a lot of things in this video. So I love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, and hit that notification bell, and hit that notification bell, and hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss the upcoming videos or what's coming. We got some exciting things that's coming up. And I'm talking, and this is the longest video that I have did this for 2024. This is the longest video I did for 2024 so far. We got some great, amazing things coming up. And one of those great, amazing things coming up, I'm going to give y'all a sneak peek. We're going to be talking about purpose. Yes, I said purpose. What is purpose? Well, we're gonna be talking about that in another video. And I got this book that I'm waving around because that purpose, you already know I got to take my notes. So we're going to be talking about purpose. That's one of the things we're going to be talking about. Another thing we're going to be talking about is, who are you? What are you? Meaning, what were you called to do? It's in the same category of your purpose. But in order to figure out your calling, you got to figure out your purpose. Right? So we're going to be talking about purpose. We're going to be talking about calling. We're going to be talking about who and what are you. Because I feel like that's very important. And not just because I feel like it's very important, it's something that needs to be discussed, because a lot of people are really confused about who and what they're called to be. A lot of people are really confused about what should they be doing and what they shouldn't be doing. And we're going to be talking about that in the upcoming videos. We're also going to be talking about some dances. I know you guys know what a dance video. You've been saying that for the longest. I have yet to see one. I just seen one. Well, if you want to see the dance video, you got to go over to the channel called Spiritual Mime AD Ministry. That's where I do the dances. That's where I teach the dances. That's where we talk about different discussions. That's where we talk about, ministry. That's where we talk about life. That's where the gospel is spread at over on Spiritual Mime AD Ministry. It's on YouTube. It's also on Facebook. It's also on Twitter. And got some upcoming pages on there. And it's also on Facebook, just in case I didn't. I'm pretty sure I said it, but just in case I didn't say it. Spiritual Mime is now on Facebook. It's been on Facebook for a while, but I haven't, said anything about it in one of these videos. At least I don't think I have. But I have another video coming up, Spiritual Mime AD Ministry, coming up this Sunday. A video talking about how to get people to respect you, to treat you, and to be honest with you, and how to get people to take you seriously. We're going to be talking about that discussion this Sunday at 7 a.m. It's going to be a video that's posting how to get people to respect you. That's very important, and we're going to be talking about that Sunday at 7 a.m. You don't want to miss. It's not going to be on this channel. It's going to be on Spiritual Mime AD Ministry. And just in case you don't understand, because I know I'm a fast talker, I talk fast, I get it. I'm going to also link the channel in the comments, and I'm going to also link the channel in the bio so you can go find it, just in case you can understand me. But I love you guys, and this time I'm for real. I'm about to end the video for real because it's going on 30 minutes and I'm just yapping. So we're going to end it. I love you guys. Be blessed. Have a blessed week. I'm out.